Hi, I'm Lydia, the girl who hated the arrogant rich guy so much that she threw money at him. And no, I even jumped in his supercar after he wanted to take me to that dirty high-class party. But the tragedy is, I live in the rich guy's world, and being born into that world is the real reason my whole life is falling apart. When I was little, I was bullied by other rich kids. People swore my arm bruises were from a spoiled rich girl bar fight. But no, I've never lived a day like a pampered princess. Rich, scary mafia brother, Marcus, yet the worst brother anyone could have. He never cared if I came home with a scratch or a limp.
You'll get used to it.
He made me watch poor people kneel and beg every day. Even with all my top grades, he preferred other people's tear-stained money. Maybe that's why rich guys annoy me, especially the money makes me noble type. Like and subscribe. I'll soon have to face the one person I fear. My brother. I stayed at Emma's tiny house next door a lot. She made me feel like I mattered. One afternoon, it flipped. My brother came to Emma's for a debt she couldn't pay. I jumped between them, begged him. He didn't even blink.
This house seems okay.
I'll take the debt. I'll pay everything. Just leave her alone.
Lydia, no. You've already given me more love than I ever deserved. I can't let you do this.
Fine. Let's see if you can handle it.
I spent weeks searching for any job that didn't involve being my brother's mafia intern. Then one day, I spotted a flyer for a fashion design competition. Huge prize, huge exposure. Winning first place felt like the only way out. I stayed up all night, sketched till I cramped, and kept ripping up designs. Nothing felt right.
Why don't you draw something that feels like you?
Somehow, that unlocked everything. I finished a piece I was actually proud of. Strong, bold, messy, real. When the results dropped, my heart nearly exploded. I won. I actually won. I scrolled down. My design was credited to Vesperia, the new adored prodigy. My chest caved in. Everything I worked for, stolen, just like that. I showed up to school the next morning, drowning in misery. Then suddenly, Aiden walked straight toward me. Yes, that Aiden, the one who politely rejected me 3 times. My brain went full rom-com. Aiden slowly ran towards me with his arms outstretched, music still playing.
Lydia? You look like you got hit by a truck.
He sounded worried, so I told him how Vesperia stole my design and ruined me.
That's seriously messed up. I'm helping you expose her.
He said it so confidently my imagination short-circuited again. In my head, he was a badass, shielding me like, nobody touches my girl.
I know where Vesperia hangs out. Let's get your credit back.
Yup, I was in love again. Aiden and I followed Vesperia all afternoon until she finally walked out of a fancy store with designer bags. Vesperia, we need to talk about my designs.
I don't understand.
Then her bodyguard stepped out. She transformed immediately.
Oh, that design. Yes, that's mine. Let's try something unique. I've won more trophies than you've passed exams. My collections sell out in minutes. But go on, play the victim.
The ride home was silent, and I felt small and humiliated for believing I ever had a chance.
Come on, I'll take you to the place I go when life sucks.
Aiden took me to a quiet riverbank, his secret escape spot. We threw rocks into the water, shouted into the wind, and laughed as if the whole day hadn't exhausted me. Talking to him finally felt easy, real, until I mentioned his family, and his smile disappeared.
My dad owed money to some rich dude, then dipped and left my mom to tank all the drama by herself. I can't stand people who think money makes them powerful.
I felt the same, but I couldn't tell him I came from the world he despised. So I lied, pretending my family was normal so he wouldn't see me as one of them. I woke up that night and found Emma still folding paper crafts for money. She looked exhausted, but she kept going, and it reminded me exactly who I was fighting for. That weekend, I went to my brother, almost begging, Marcus, please help me prove the blueprints are mine.
No, and that debt is coming due soon. Focus on that.
Cold, brutal, just like him. That night, I sat staring at my stolen work until my chest ached.
Lydia, I found evidence of Vesperia cheating. You need to come here.
I rushed to his house, my last hope dashed. He didn't even start before a knock came. Aiden opened the door, and my jaw dropped.
I'm here to collect this month's payment.
Aiden's mother paled. Aiden was speechless, and I felt like the world was spinning. Marcus was their creditor. Aiden still doesn't know he's my brother. I tried to sneak out.
Lydia, are you helping your dad collect debt?
He's your brother? Are you rich? Were you lying to me?
I stood there, ashamed, as everything I'd hidden blew up before his eyes. The next day, I kept calling Aiden for answers. He never picked up. Unable to sit still, I headed straight to his house. Aiden, where's the evidence? You said you found something.
I don't have anything.
So you lied to me? Why did you do that?
Lydia, stop! Rich people lie for sport. You're just like your brother.
I'm nothing like him. I'm broke, no car, and no brother who cares.
I don't know who you really are anymore.
And with that, I felt like our relationship was beyond repair. A few days later, I avoided Vesperia. The debt deadline was close, and I needed a job. At school, Aiden kept trying to apologize,
Lydia, please, just hear me out.
but I avoided him completely, ignoring every text and call. That night, while Emma was out delivering orders, I heard weird scraping noises on the roof. Then, boom! Something dropped down the chimney, an ash-covered figure rising like a goblin. I screamed and instantly passed out. When I woke up and saw Aiden, his face was dark and extremely proud.
Sorry for the entrance, but I got something important. I flirted with Vesperia and sneaked into her room.
My original design, a copy with Vesperia's name on it, a terrible design that was actually hers.
And he found out all her so-called achievements were shady as hell.
Aiden, this is huge.
The award ceremony is soon, right? Perfect place to expose her.
Let's get to it. The awards ceremony was packed, cameras flashing, Vesperia attracting attention like a solar panel.
And this year's Great Design Award goes to...
Vesperia moved up, smiling in victory, but before he said her name, I stepped onto the stage. The crowd gasped. The screen lit up. Aiden hacked it, truth exposed. Vesperia turned to, stunned.
Vesperia, explain this.
Her face turned white, then tomato red, and she instantly broke down.
So what? I stole it. I wanted fame and took the best design in the archives.
The crowd was left with their jaws on the floor.
You have disgraced this competition. Miss Lydia, I'm really sorry. You're the real winner, and we'll pay you back double.
There was applause as he placed the trophy in my hands. For the first time in a long time, I finally felt understood. Aiden and I ran home with the prize suitcase, only to find Marcus's men dragging Emma out. I rushed over and stuffed all the money into Marcus's hands. He paused, stared at it, then gave a small, rare smile.
Good job, little sister.
No sarcasm, no coldness, just quiet acknowledgement, and somehow that was enough.
You've already given me way too much, girl.
No way! You're literally everything to me. From afar, Vesperia glared, fury in her eyes, clearly plotting her revenge.